we are going to talk about birthplaces, okay, and residences. All right. So let's start the lesson. Okay, so the next slides, okay, all right, this one is not for you. Let me go through. Okay, and okay, we'll go to the lesson itself. Okay, so today we are going to talk about birthplaces and residences. So Min, do you understand what birthplaces are? Do you understand that? Do you?
No, I didn't.
No. Okay, so birthplaces, when we talk about birthplaces, it means where a person was born. Okay? Where a person was born. That's what it means, birthplaces. Okay, so for example, were you born in Vietnam? Yeah?
No, I was born in Czech Republic.
Okay, so that's your birthplace. And residence, where do you live? That's residences, okay? Where you live. Okay, so where do you live?
I live in Czech Republic.
All right, so now let's take a look and let's go ahead. So let's start with exercise 1, the vocabulary. Okay, and here we have the first word. Can you read it for me? Can you read? Birthplace.
Birthplace.
Birthplace. Okay, so it's a noun. Okay, birthplace, the place where a person was born is the birthplace. Okay, and here we have 2 sentences using the word birthplace. Can you read this for me? I
Want to go your birthplace someday.
Okay, I want to go to your birthplace someday. Don't forget to always read every word, okay? All right, do you understand what that means? I want to go
Yes.
to your, yeah, you
Yes.
understand that? And let's read the second sentence.
In
Ancient,
ancient Greece is the birthplace of the modern world.
okay, ancient Greece is the birthplace of the modern world, okay? So that is telling us that civilization started. That's what it means, okay? That's where the modern world started, in ancient Greece. Okay, you understand that? Do you
Yeah.
understand these sentences? Okay, so let's move on to the next one. And the next word is residence. Can you say that for me?
Residence.
Yes, residence. And what is a residence? Can you read the meaning for me? Residence.
The place where a person lives.
I told you the place where you live, and you told me you live in Czech Republic, so that's your residence. Okay, so let's take a look. First sentence, can you read for me?
My place of residence is very nice.
Okay, and you understand that sentence? My place of residence is very nice. You understand what it means? It's
Yes.
saying that where you live is very nice. Okay, Min, can you read the next one?
He works in Chicago, but his main residence is in New York.
Okay, he works in Chicago. Okay, the city in, it's a state in the United States. Okay, Chicago. Can you pronounce it again? Chicago.
Chicago.
But his main residence is in New York. So it's telling about a person that that has a main home in New York, but the residence, the workplace is in Chicago. Okay? All right, next one.
The family moved their residence to a quiet neighborhood.
Okay, the family moved
Moved.
their residence to a quiet neighborhood. Okay, the family moved their residence to a quiet neighborhood. Do you understand what that means? Yeah. The family moved their residence. In other words, they were living in a noisy place, okay? And they moved their residence to a quiet neighborhood. In other words, they wanted to go to a quieter place, okay? Sometimes when we live in the city, okay, it can be very noisy, lots of cars, buses on the road, okay? So we moved to a quieter place. That's what it means. You understand that sentence? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and then let's do the next one.
Please be sure to bring proof of residence along with your application.
Application. Application.
Application.
Yeah. Please be sure to bring proof. Do you understand what it means? Please bring sure to bring proof. What is it?
Not sure.
You don't know? So please be sure to bring proof, in other words, of residence. So sometimes when you are applying for a job, okay, and you will tell someone, I live in the Czech Republic. But how do we know that it's true? It may not be true, okay? So then we ask for a proof. And then we want a proof of residence, meaning your address must be on something such as your bill. Okay, if you have a bank statement or if you have a bank account in the Czech Republic, then you will have the proof of your residence. Okay, your address on that piece of paper, which is the proof. Okay, now you understand it? Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, with your application. Do you know what an application is? What is an application? An application is when you apply for something. You could apply for a university. Okay, maybe you want to study more, college, or maybe you want to go to a school. So you make an application. It's a piece of paper. Now we do it all on the computer, but previously you fill out forms, you write down that this is my name, Min Q. Is that how you say your name? Min Q.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you will have date of birth. Then you will have address where you live. Okay. And then what your education level is, what grade you are at school or what grade you are at university. Okay. What subjects you're studying, that's your application. Okay. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. Last sentence. Can you read it for me?
No one has been at this resident resident for
Resident.
over a month.
Yeah. Residence. Say residence.
Residents.
Okay, for over a month. Okay, what does that mean? Do you understand the sentence? No one has been at this residence for over a month. Do you understand what it means? What does the sentence mean?
A little, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, well, tell me, and then I will tell you if it's right. Yeah. Explain it to me in English. What does it mean? No one has been at this residence for over a month.
I don't know.
Okay, it means no one has come here. Okay, so if there's a house, okay, no one has been to that house for over a month. The owners are probably gone on a holiday. They are probably visiting some family members in another place. Okay, so no one has gone there. Maybe they have two homes and they haven't been to this home for more than a month. That's what it means. Okay, all right. So you understand the meaning of residence. Can you make me a sentence with the word residence? Can you make
My
a sentence?
residence is Czech Republic.
Very good. My place of residence is the Czech Republic. Very good. Okay, well done. And now let us take a look at the next word. Okay, here we are going to learn be from, a phrase. Okay, read it for me. Be from,
Be from.
and it's used to explain what place a person comes from. Okay, so when you say, I am from London, it means that's where you come from. Okay, so how would you say where you come from?
I'm from Vietnam.
There you go. I am from Vietnam. Very nice. So let's take a look at this next word. Can you say the word for me?
City. City.
City. City. Okay. And what? Yeah, city. City. Okay. So what is a city? A city is a very large town. Okay. A very large town. So let us read the sentences now. First one.
New York is the longest city in the United States.
New, yeah. New York is the largest
Largest
city in the United States. United States. Say
states.
yes. Okay, so you understand that. Have you been to New York? No? Yes. New York is a city, okay, in the United States, and it is the largest city in the United States because there are many cities in the United States. Okay. And now let's take a look at the next one. I
Love the city at night.
I love the city at night. Okay, that's very simple. Okay, most cities look very nice at night. So with all the lights and the beautiful decorations that come on at night, the buildings are all lit up. So we say, I love the city at night. All the lights make it very attractive. And that is simple to understand. Next one.
The city looks beautiful at night.
The city looks beautiful at night. So here, as I was telling you, what could make it look beautiful at night? Can you tell me something that could make a city look beautiful at night?
Uh, Prague.
As I told you, the lights.
Prague.
Yeah, the lights all come on at night, so it makes it look beautiful. Okay. And then we have the last sentence. Can you read for me?
That town has become a city.
that town has become a city. So a town, we know, is a smaller, it's like a mini city, okay? A city is a big form, and the town is a smaller form, okay, of the similar place. Like in a town, you will have maybe one shopping mall and maybe one service station, maybe one or two restaurants. But in a city, you may have 5 shopping malls, hundreds of restaurants, and lots of streets, okay? And a town will have fewer streets. So it's just the small form. Okay, so can you make a sentence with the word city for me?
I don't know.
You don't know? Very easy. Like, I love the city at night. The city looks beautiful at night. You can tell me something about your city that you live in. What city do you live in? You live in the Czech Republic, but what city? I live in.
I live in Český.
Okay, so that's the city that you live in. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, and is it beautiful?
Yes, that's
Yeah,
it.
so you could say it's a very beautiful city. Simple. It's a very beautiful city. Okay? All right, so now let's take a look at the next word. And now we have a word. Can you read the word for me?
Move.
Move. And what's the meaning of move?
To
It's a verb.
change place of position.
Or position. Position.
Position.
Okay. Yes, to change place or position. So move means when you are at one point and you go to another point, it means you have moved. Okay, it's a verb, a word that shows action. Okay, now let's read the sentences.
My
My,
husband and I just moved to a new house.
okay, so what does it mean? My husband and I moved to a new house. Do you understand what it means?
They change um old house to a new house.
Yeah, it could be they change their residence. They move from one house to another. Okay, so they have moved from one house to another, changed their residence, and that was correct. Well done. And next one, I,
Moved from Sapporo to Sendai last year.
and it's the same thing. I moved from, maybe Sapporo is a city, to Sendai is another city. Okay, simple. You had to pack all your belongings and move when you move to another place. Next one,
My parents moved to America before I was born.
okay, so this is all these words are, when we say moved, it becomes the past tense, okay? In other words, the action already happened, okay? So my parents moved to America before I was born. And that means they went there and you were not born at that time, if you are saying that to somebody, okay? And the next one,
Let's move this chair upstairs.
and you understand what it means. Something is downstairs and you want to take it up to another place. You say, let's move this chair upstairs. Okay, so you understand? This is in the present tense, okay? Let's move. In the present tense, move. And when we add the D, moved becomes the past tense. Okay, so you understand the word. Can you make a sentence for me? With, you can say moved or moved, anyone.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, so make a sentence for me. Make a sentence with move or moved.
I moved to Czech. I was born in Czech Republic,
Mhm.
but
I moved. Yeah.
I'm I moved in Vietnam 1 years old.
I moved to Vietnam when I was 1 year old. Okay. I was born in Czech Republic, but I moved to Vietnam when I was 1 year old. Okay, well done. And now take note of that correction. Okay. Now let's take a look at the next word. And here we have the next word, which is
Town.
town. So what is the meaning of the word town?
A place where people live live and work, smaller than a city.
Okay, so a place where people live and work, smaller than a city. Okay, so as I told you, the city is the big. Okay, lots of buildings, lots of streets, lots of everything is in abundance in a city. And a town is small. Okay, so let's do these sentences. Let's go. One,
I live in a small town near the mountains.
and you understand what that means? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, telling you the location near the mountains. Okay, I live in a small town which is near the mountains. Okay, and now the next one.
That town has become a city.
That town has become a city. And what does it mean? That town has become a city. Do you understand? How can that happen?
The town has first, uh, first a city.
No, the town was it was small first. Okay, and now it has become a city. So what happens? How can a town become a city? As there are more and more buildings that are added, more shopping malls, more streets, and it keeps expanding and it becomes larger. And that's how a town can become a city. Okay, you understand that?
Yes.
Okay, next one. There,
Shopping in town today.
and you understand what that means?
They go shopping in the town.
Yeah, they're shopping in town today. In other words, it means they went to town. Okay, they went into town to shop. Okay, all right, and we have the last one. And what is it?
The closest town is far away from here.
Okay, so the closest town is far away from here. So in other words, what does it mean? The person is talking about a place that is maybe in a village. There are no towns nearby. There's no city. Okay, So the closest town is far away from here. Okay, so can you make one sentence for me with town? One sentence with town.
I have an idea now.
You don't have an idea?
No.
Okay. All right. Okay, so you can do that as homework. All right. You can do some sentences to practice the words. Okay. Looking at the meaning of the word, reading these sentences, and you can practice. So we can do maybe one or two more words. Let's take a look. Okay. And here we have another word. What is it?
Hometown.
And the word is hometown. And what is the meaning of hometown? Let's read it. The town.
The town or city where a person comes from and where they lived when they were young.
Yes, so the town or city where a person comes from and where they lived when they were young. So that would be your hometown. For example, your parents were born in Vietnam. Okay, so they lived in maybe in a town or a city in Vietnam, and when they talk about it, they would say, "My hometown is in a place in Vietnam." Okay, that's how it is, where they came from. Okay, when they are in the Czech Republic and they talk to people, they would say, "My hometown or my is in Vietnam." Okay, that's what it means, where you come from and where they lived when they were young. Okay, now let's take a look. Next one.
Oslo is my hometown.
Yeah, Oslo is my hometown. So someone is telling another person that that's where they lived when they were young. Okay, and the next one.
My my hometown is now for its delicious rice.
Okay, so they are talking about the type of food that the hometown is known for. Okay, my hometown is known for its delicious rice. And where's your hometown? Can you tell me? Which is your hometown? It does, remember, it doesn't have to be where you are born, okay? A hometown is where you live, okay, when you were young. So where did you live? So you can tell me my hometown is,
In Vietnam.
okay, and what is it popular? What is it known for? Is there anything special about your hometown? Like maybe the food,
Is
some,
delicious meat. My mom
yes. Okay, delicious meat. All right, wonderful. Okay, so we are now at, I think, you want to do more? Because our time is actually up now. You want to say one more? Countryside? You want to do this one? The last one? If you're up to it, we can do it. Okay, do you?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Countryside, this will be the last one. Countryside. And what is countryside? Land.
Land which away from towns and cities, which has farmers,
Farms.
farms,
Fields.
fields, forests,
Yes,
forests, etc.
etc., etc. Okay, So say the word countryside.